A follow-up tonight on an exclusive story we first brought you last week. A former superintendent of the Holyoke Soldiers Home from the early 2010s is taking his advocacy public. There's now a petition pressuring the state to fund an expansion project developed years ago. And Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo joins us now live in Holyoke to explain. Audrey?
Last week, Paul Barabani told Western Mass News that he never stopped fighting for the veterans. The state says 76 veterans who passed away within the facility during the COVID-19 outbreak tested positive for the illness. Now, Paul Barabani says that it's not too late for the state to fund a project he claims will improve space for the veterans.
A little over 16 years and 4 months.
That's how long Lori Mandeville-Beaudet's father, James Mandeville, lived at the Soldiers Home in Holyoke. A Navy veteran who traveled the world died this past April after contracting COVID-19, according to his daughter. However, Mandeville-Beaudet says she witnessed declining care in the home since a 2015 early retirement program left unfilled staff vacancies.
The morale became really bad.
When the news of veterans getting sick and dying from COVID-19 came to light, Paul Barabani knew he had to do something.
We started this as a project to create memorials at both the Agawam Cemetery and the Soldiers Home.
Barabani, who served as superintendent in the early 2010s, believes the problems he dealt with during his tenure continued to get worse and allowed COVID-19 to wreak havoc.
The lack of adequate space in rooms allowed for the spread of the infection, and the lack of adequate staffing, just exacerbated the situation.
Barabani, Mandeville-Beaudet, and a committee of veteran advocates have come together to push for a solution. Barabani says that was developed in 2012.
What better monument than having the home finally have the construction and the renovations that it needed.
They began a website called fundholyokesoldiershomenow.org. The website outlines a 2012 expansion project Barabani claims is already 65% funded by the federal VA. He claims this project has had the federal funding for years, but hasn't gotten the 35% commitment from the state.
Any, in my mind, objective, reasonably intelligent person can see the betrayal of the residents of the Soldiers Home in Holyoke with the continued lack of attention.
There's a link to a petition on the website asking people to call their legislators and write the governor in support of the multi-million-dollar project.
We're looking at a goal of accomplishing the commitment of state funding by the July 31st.
This is the best way to memorialize them, is to have a better, new and improved Soldiers Home.
Their goal of keeping veterans safe from infection comes too late as a now bittersweet holiday draws near for the families affected by the outbreak.
Sunday, we're going to celebrate Father's Day, and I look at Lori and I think about, the other family members at the first time in their life. They're not going to have, that father with them.
We reached out to the state for a response, and they tell us that they've been in communication with the VA when it comes to capital support. Officials say, in part, quote, long-term solutions must include current needs for infection control, revised VA building standards and codes, and other needs to support safe and quality care for veterans. Reporting live in Holyoke, Audrey Russo for Western Mass News.